why are you always late? And what being late all the time might say about you. Appreciate that, Mark. What it could mean. Now, I've touched on this before, a couple months back or whatever, but it continues to baffle me, so I'm going to discuss it one more time. So when I'm talking about being late, okay, sometimes that's even being on time, you know what I mean? So, why, if you find yourself being late all the time, what's up, Bill Half? If you find yourself being late, or you know somebody that's late all the time, do you know those people? Do you know somebody, they couldn't be early to work or to an appointment to save their life? I'm not just talking about people in the employment field. I'm talking about customers. I'm talking about somebody going to an appointment. Do you know people that are always late? They're never on time, or they're never early. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you may know some of those. What are some excuses that people give? Y'all go ahead and drop some excuses in there why somebody might be late for something. What's up, Jeffrey Lee? Fabulous video you did this morning, my friend. I'm going to give you some of the ones that I've heard over time. And I used to be a manager at Walmart, but I woke up late. The traffic was slow. Yeah, traffic. The kids, I forgot to set my alarm. The kids, always blaming the kids because that's a third party. Had to stop for gas. Had a flat tire. Whatever, overslept. You know, whatever the case would be. Y'all can think a few of those, right? Had to stop for donuts. Well, I don't know about all that, but I have heard people say I had to stop for breakfast. That's the reason they were late. What's up, Kevin? Car wouldn't start, car troubles. Maybe had to dig themselves out of snow. Okay, if y'all up there where you're at, Bill have, possibly. Yeah, exactly. So, and these may touch some of you, and I'm not saying that some of these aren't legitimate reasons for being late. I'm not saying nagging wife. I don't dare say that one, Jeffrey. So that would actually put me out of the house earlier if my wife was nagging at me. So, you know, every once in a while that may happen to you. That may be, you may have a flat tire. You may, the kids may be running late. They may not want to get out of bed, right? But if you're one that's always, and I'm talking about leaders here too. I'm not just talking about salespeople. I'm not just talking about customers. I'm talking about people in authority positions. Do you understand what I'm saying? What does that say about you if you're always late and you always a stomach ache? If you always have something, exactly. How you doing there, David? What does that say about you? Especially if you're in some type of leadership position. If you're some type of leadership role. Or you could be a salesperson, you could be what does that say about you? There's three things that I said that I think that I've always said that this is because I don't like being on time. All right, I like being early. But yeah, if you're late on your bills, they'll come pick your stuff up. But it makes you look like you're lazy, okay? That you don't care, that you're inconsiderate. If you're inconsiderate, what are you inconsiderate of? You're inconsiderate of somebody else's time. What if I set an appointment with a customer and I confirm the appointment and they're going to be there on time? Next thing I know, I'm getting a call or a text, they're going to be running an hour late. So what does that do? Well, that hinders my next appointment that may be coming. Okay, same way in the doctor's office. The doctor's not going to wait on you. Doctor's going to go ahead and pull in their next appointment and probably, that you're not dependable, and probably go ahead and charge you if you're late or if you don't come up at all, right? So those are three things it could say about you. That lazy, inconsiderate, not dependable, inconsiderate, and you don't care about rules and stuff. Let me tell you something. When you go to a job, when you interview for a job, they don't say our schedule is this, this, and this. Can you be there at this time? If not, we'll adjust it. No. They say we're open from here to here. What's up, Mark Littleton? And they expect you to be there, okay? They expect you to be there ready to perform at whatever time. What's up, Allie? Whatever time that their scheduled time to be there is, right? So, are you one of those people that's always late? You always have some reason why you're late? If you are, you need to check yourself. You need to find out if the reasons that you're given for being late or tardy are legitimate reasons or not, okay? First of all, you shouldn't be late every day. You shouldn't be late once a week. Do you follow me? Some companies have tardy policies, some companies don't. But my point is you got to take a little bit more responsibility on yourself and stop putting reasons on somebody else. Okay? I don't care what the reason is. Okay? If it's every day, or every other day, there's a problem, and it's you. Okay? But if I push somebody's buttons, so be it. But I'm even talking to myself. If that was me every single day, being late, being tardy, running late for everything, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mark. And it baffles me because, and it's funny because you'll have somebody rushing to get to work after they're already late. I mean, I don't care if you're 2 minutes late or 10 minutes late. Late's late, right? What's up, Michael? But if that's you, take a look in the mirror, okay? Because you can't. It's hard. You can't teach work ethic. I mean, it's hard to really teach that. I mean, you can actually, yeah. And that's what I was getting at, Jeffrey. And if you're like me, and I know Jeffrey and some of you guys like this, if you're late just 5 minutes, okay, it throws the rest of your day off. You get up late or whatever, it throws the rest of your day off because your routine, your schedule, okay? But here's a solution. Here's the solution, and this will help anybody, okay? Never prepare to be on time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Never prepare to be on time. Always prepare to be early. Okay, why? Well, if you prepare to be early, let's say your work day actually starts at 8:30, which is what ours does here. I'm usually here by 7:45. If I don't get here till past 8, I feel like I'm running late even though I'm still early. So if you prepare to be early, you won't be late. Okay? Even if you had to stop for breakfast, even if you had to stop for gas, even if your kids are running late, even if you woke up, you know what I'm saying? If you wake up late, that's a different story. But if you're always preparing to be early, you won't ever be late. But if you try to get there on time, a lot of times that's even late. You know what I'm saying? So I know that's kind of mumbling right now, but what's up, Ricardo? It kind of irritates me. It irritates me because the most basic thing about a job, the most basic, is getting to work on time. Okay? And yet, every day, I see it every day. I don't care what position you hold. If you're late every single day, you got an issue. Okay, you need to look at yourself in the mirror and find out how you can fix that. And the number one way I can tell you to fix that: stop preparing to be on time. Prepare to be early, and you won't be late. You got to set an example. You got to set example. You got to set example for yourself. You got to set an example for your family, your kids, because you want your family, kids, number one, to see that work ethic. You want them to mimic that work ethic. If you're sleeping in until 8:15, you got to be at work at 8:30. That's not exactly the best work ethic there. Exactly. Be punctual. And by being punctual, I'm not talking about being at 8:29. Which is what we have a lot here. 8:29, you start at 8:30. I'm talking about being early. I'm talking about being prepared, coming in early, getting your day started. When you're in the car business, you can never be there early enough. You know what I'm saying? But think about that today as you go out. If that's you and I'm talking to you, start preparing to be early and you won't be late. Okay? Exactly. That's exactly right, David. So, as you go out today, prepare to be early and you won't be late, okay? If you need to get up 15, 20, 30 minutes earlier, so be it. If you need to go to bed earlier, that's the biggest problem with most people. They don't go to bed early enough. They like to stay up till 12, 1, 2 o'clock and can't get out of the bed in the morning. So, if that's you and I'm talking to you, it's time to step up. It's time to be respectful. It's time to show some I don't even know the word. Show that you care. Show that you're, that you're considerate of other people. Because ultimately, being on time for work or being there when you're supposed to is the easiest part of anybody's job. Okay, and that's exactly right, Jeffrey. I'm at least 30 to 45 minutes early, and like I said, even if I run across something and something makes me slow down, like traffic, for example, which we don't have, I'm still going to be early or on time. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I hope that helps somebody today. Y'all go out. Y'all have a great week. Finish up the month strong. You definitely got to take ownership of yourself, Mark, because guess what? You know, there's only so many times that people's going to put up with that, you know, being late and being tardy, not coming to work. So y'all take that with you today. See if you can apply it to your life. If that's you, I'm talking to you, then make sure you're preparing to be early and you won't be late. That's the Fist Pump, guys. Selling cars the right way because it's the only way I know. Follow the Fist Pump Enterprise.